Hello air signs, my name is Alyssa. Welcome to my channel of New Direction. So this is a reading for the middle of August 2020. So for the last 2 weeks of August, from the 15th to the 31st. Readings are timeless, so do keep that in mind when you do find this. If it resonates, it was the right time to find you. So this is a collective reading for the air signs, Geminis, Libras, and Aquariuses. We're going to do a fairly traditional Celtic spread today. I guess some housekeeping things before we start. I am outside, my dogs are outside. So if we get interrupted, I apologize. I hope that we are not too close to the road that you can't see. So let's get right into this. So I'll be using quite a few different decks. We're going to start with the LQ deck, the She Who deck. And our first card is the Heart of the Matter. What is the heart of the matter here for the air sign spirit? What is the heart of the matter? She who grants wishes. Elise. She who grants wishes. And she says, wish, desires, and hopes. And I'm just going to, let us see here. She who grants wishes dances among the stars in purple and gold. Her eyes gaze downward to catch all the wishes being made. While she can't acknowledge every wish, she waits for the ones that truly touch her heart. The wand she carries displays a bright light of hope we all send up. This is her energy, her gift, what motivates her to continue her dance and to hold her attitude of listening. Elise tells you to define what you want. What are your wishes? What is your heart's desire? Do not answer too quickly. Sometimes we wish for a horse when what we really, truly desire is movement. Your duty to yourself is to dig deeply into your own wants and needs. Heed the proverb, be careful what you wish for, you may get it. So she who grants wishes requires you to apply discretion before you say what it is you think you want. Her goal is not to withhold things from you. She merely hopes that you will not waste the gift of a wish today. This card brings work, but also fulfillment. Wow, that's such a beautiful message, especially as the heart of the matter, and I think so much with where 2020 has really led us. For those who are really seeking growth and those who are really seeking movement forward, there are a lot of wishes, there are a lot of hopes, there's a lot of desires, to go forward from this place that we're at right now. And I really truly believe, that when she who grants wishes here, the universe is just saying, what is it that you wish for? And have you truly thought this all through? Is what you wish for something that you think is going to bring you fulfillment, and in the end, maybe isn't going to bring you the fulfillment that you want. Okay? All right. So I'm going to see if I set this here. Are you? Yes. Okay. Well, it's not perfect, but maybe if I can... Sorry. Okay. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll work. Okay. So we're going to pull some energy from the Energy Oracle deck, and I'm going to pull a separate energy for the Geminis, a Libra, and the Aquarius. This will be the only one the only pile that we pull separate cards from. The rest will all be collective energy, but I thought, for the energies of the last 2 weeks here, let's just pull individual energies. So the first energy we're going to pull here is for the Geminis, and what the Gemini heart of the matter is here, what the energy around that Gemini heart of the matter is. A man holding a coin, and the Libras, the 5th chakra, and the Aquariuses. What is the energy here for the Aquariuses? Storm warning. And then deceit actually is on the bottom of the deck. And then the 3rd chakra. See here, deceit and the 3rd chakra. And deceit's here because I mean, deceit on the bottom of the deck, that's just low vibration, devil kind of energy shit. That's what deceit is. I mean, it can be lies, it can be cheats, it can be people doing you wrong in finances. It can be a whole lot of different things for sure. But one of the biggest things that it is the deception of energy here. Okay. And within that deception of energy is really, it's that low vibration. It's that devil energy. And the third chakra coming right behind it, because your solar plex here has the ability to really overcome the low vibration deceit energy. You have the power within you to really make this what you want it to be. Okay? To shine through here. Don't let the low vibration devilly energy get you. All right, so Gemini, the energy here that you pulled for the heart of the matter was a man holding a coin. This can be talking about a man in your life who is holding some financial stature. This could be talking about you as the masculine and understanding and even knowing your own worth, okay, within that masculine, whether or not you are female or not, that doesn't matter, okay? When we're talking about masculine and feminine powers, it's important that we do look inwards on all of those, okay? And remember, guys, this doesn't just have to be your sun sign, okay? It can be, you can be watching this reading for any sign within your chart. It doesn't need to just be your sun sign, okay? Your moon signs and even your Venus and your rising star, and I mean, they all serve such a part. Okay, so Geminis, your energy is this man holding a coin, knowing the self-worth within that. It was upright, so I mean, I wouldn't be too cautious. It is a good kind of, reminder, don't be too greedy here. Don't just think, with your money here. Okay, and then Libras, yours was the 5th chakra, and that's your throat chakra. Okay, that's the way you communicate to the world and to yourself, the things that you want in your life, okay? And then Aquarius is yours with storm warning. So when we're talking about these wishes, when that is what the overall heart of the matter is here, and then we're talking about these wishes, Geminis, I see very much, this kind of man holding a coin and feeling like, okay, that's kind of the wishes here. And then the 5th chakra here, with the Libras, it's almost like that, that wish to learn, either to be able to communicate or something to do, a wish of some sort dealing with communication here. And then the Aquarius is same thing, but kind of more like, you guys really need to be careful what it is you're wishing for here, okay? Because storm warning is there. And I'm an Aquarius moon, so to me that's kind of like, yeah, definitely caution. All right, so that is the heart of the matter here. The energy of the heart of the matter. Okay, let's see. What is the blockage here? What is the blockage of this energy? What is the blockage for the collective here? The collective earth signs. The collective air signs. What is the blockage or the challenge for these next 2 weeks with this wishes here? The first chakra. The root chakra, actually. Okay. Oh, sorry. The root chakra. This is the challenge. This is the blockage, which makes sense because our root chakra is our security in this world, guys. And Geminis, like if it's talking about your security in finances, Libras, it's talking about your security in your communication. And Aquarius is this storm warning, this destruction of whatever needs to come down. Like that's like a tower moment. And remember, that doesn't have to just be the breakdowns of relationships or actual tangible things. It can be the breakdowns of maybe what you have been wishing for. It can be the breakdowns of your patterns. It can be that breakdown in, okay, this is what I thought I was wishing for, but it's not. And when the challenge and the blockage here, and maybe it's not even necessarily so much a blockage as it is a challenge because it did come upright, but it is talking, the first chakra is, your root chakra is talking about your security to this world. Okay, it's talking about, your root chakra is developed before you're, like from the time of birth to the age of 7. So it really is, when you do a lot of inner child work, that is the kind of chakras, that you're most oftentimes looking at healing or rebalancing, just because there can be so much stuff that as a young child we take on that we can't, from a child's mindset, we cannot process it, with the adult kind of understanding. So it is important sometimes that there's certain things that we go back and we reprogram. For me, a huge one for me was my self-worth, actually, and feeling like a black sheep in the crowd. And it took me going back and understanding that it was something that happened before, like when I can actually remember it. I was maybe 5, and it was an event that took place there. But it rewired, and that was something that triggered and stuck with me forever. But as an adult, I was able to actually go back and really acknowledge that and just be like, okay, well, I can't have those feelings from that because the person who did that to me was only a child within themselves, right? So anyway, that's just my own personal story there. But, this root chakra as this base, it is talking about your securities. And there are some things between all 3 signs individually here that it is important, guys, that you sit with yourself. You go back and you do some energy healing here. Okay, so we are going to pull the energy here for the conscious goal. That's what we're going to do, yes. The energy here for the conscious goal. Was envy in reverse and then walking away. And the envy upright is talking about, appreciating the house that you are within. This girl in the envy card here, she's in a silver house, but she's looking out at the golden city, right? And she has this platter, actually, of gold little balls in her hand there, right? She has all she needs, but in this envy card, she's looking out within the city. In reverse, it's almost, it's talking about, okay, you acknowledge the fact that you do not want to be envious. You acknowledge the fact, air signs, that as a collective, that you are happy with what you have. Okay, maybe there's this new kind of, the Lionsgate portal has just, it's closing up within the next, today's the 11th, so, or is today the 12th? I don't really know. So it's either closing today or tomorrow. But, there's this acknowledgement that what you have in your life you needed and it is good. It has served you. Okay, so envy in reverse is this conscious goal. Maybe it's something you're working towards. It's almost, walking away was behind it. And it's almost as though you acknowledge that the life you have is perfect for you. What you have been looking at, what you think you've been needing, those wishes you thought you needed. No, it's time to walk away from that. It's time to walk into the sunshine. It's time to move out of that kind of envious pattern and move into sunlight, move into new freedom, right? All right, let's pull some tarot here for this conscious goal. So I am using the Light Seers deck for the tarot, or for this section of the tarot. All right, conscious goal. What is the envy in reverse here, Spirit? Can you clarify the envy in reverse? The 5 of Wands. Okay, things have probably been scattered, and it's probably like you've really been competing almost for this bright light, okay? It's like you were competing for this fireball. You were competing for something in your life that you thought you needed to have, okay? This envy in reverse. You thought you needed to have that golden city. But the 5 of Wands is scattered, okay? It's unfocused, all right? It's wasted energy almost to a certain degree. And the walking away, Spirit. What is this conscious goal of walking away here? The Ace of Cups and the Page of Wands. It's an opportunity. As you walk away, you actually embrace here the cup that is for you. Okay, and it might not be something right now that you're even fully aware of. But you see the Page of Wands here is saying you have this new beginning. Okay, you're in this phase right now of starting something new, beginning a new you, a spiritual new you. By all opening and accepting this cup, okay, accepting what is yours, not what you want, or you think you want, not what you think your neighbor has and you think, oh, that's what I need. No, this cup, this Ace of Cups, this is for you. This is a cup of love and opportunity for you. And when you embrace who you are as this Page of Wands, you accept the cup, because that's what it is. The cup is saying this is an opportunity here to go forward as a brand new being, as a brand new alive kind of human. Okay, the way that it has been is no longer what you want, because you are walking away from what has not served you, and now you are walking into this new opportunity for you. Okay, what a beautiful conscious goal. Yes. it is so important that we just appreciate the life that we are given, because when we appreciate the beautiful things that we have in our life, that is how we bring more of those things in. That's how we attract more of those opportunities into our lives, right? Okay. Unknown influences here. What is the unknown influence, Spirit? The thinking man. Okay, and look here how he is so focused on this crystal. There's those archways behind him, and archways are often talking about new opportunities, new doorways, a new way for him to go forward here. But he is focused on this crystal, this opportunity within his hand. Okay, he is. And actually on the bottom of that energy deck for this card was the world. Okay, you see it's this acknowledgement. Again, it's being able to look at everything as a whole. The dark side and the light side of this world are illuminated, because it is important here that you see it all as a whole. The good and the bad, it all played a part. And I have repeated this for months on end, because it is so important that we must, in order to go forward as healed beings, we have to accept that what has been our souls needed to go through. At some point in our soul growth, we acknowledge that we were coming to earth to learn the lessons we have learned. Okay? So this unknown influence, this is this focus, this is this clear crystal and intentions of something that is actually going to come to fruition in your life. And here are my dogs all barking. Gosh knows what they're barking at. All right, let's see. The thinking man. What is this unknown influence here? Oh, geez Louise, dogs. This unknown influence, Spirit, can you clarify this unknown influence? Oh, death and rebirth, the thinking man here. It's almost as though this crystal in your hand is the new you, okay? And it's this, as an unknown influence kind of coming in here, and this death and rebirth, I almost feel like it's as though, there will be focus on the crystal that is within you. There'll be focus on the being that you want to go forward, what it is that you see as valuable, what you see as something that is worth holding and cherishing, right? Your views on kind of the life you are wanting to live, it is changing. Okay, there is a death and rebirth here, and that is such a beautiful. I love this death and rebirth card, right? Because there's so much hope in there, right? Sorry, guys, I'm just gonna holler at these dogs. Dogs! Nova! Please stop barking! Copper, Monty, Oakley, come on! Enough is enough! Jeez Louise. Sorry, guys. The thinking man, and then death and rebirth. Ooh, that was a lot. Strength, justice, the star, Knight of Pentacles, and the Tower. All with this thinking man. And it's almost as though I kind of almost feel like this death and rebirth, this is a process that needs to happen. And that crystal within his hand is what needs to be reborn. Okay, this is the part of him that is almost like this is the jewel within inside of him, air signs. And he's like, I must find this light within inside of me. There is this pearl that is there's this crystal that's within inside of me. And that unknown influence is almost, I feel like that need to really sit and really find that crystal within inside of him. And I say that because the strength card came out. Okay? This inner strength. And it was this need for this, it's this need for this inner strength. It's this need to find this inner strength here. The justice behind it. It's this need to really come to the understanding that this strength, this liberation of self here, okay? This connection to the higher, this connection and this, the blessings and the prayers and the wishes here. Okay, these are what are going to make you strong, but these are also going to really bring in this whole death and rebirth transformation. It's not a slow process. Okay, it's not. The Tower moment is after this Knight of Pentacles. And you see, it's almost as though there is something that just needs to crumble, and whether that's been a way of thinking, whether that has been just your way of thinking here. I know it's definitely been my way of thinking. When I really apply this, and I am like an all air sign kind of person. So when I really truly apply this to myself, this thinking man is an unknown influence. It's this understanding that this crystal has come from a place, and there is this crystal within inside me, something that I deemed was not there, something that I deemed was not worthy. It's almost as though Spirit just put this crystal in my hand and was like, will you just acknowledge this? This is within inside you. And within that acknowledgement came this need for death and rebirth. And that death and rebirth came with the inner strength. It came with liberating myself. It came with the prayers, it came with blessings of liberation and self-strength, okay? It hasn't been an easy process, and it hasn't been a fast-moving process. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who shows up every day. And that is what this thinking man is doing. It takes him time. It takes him a lot of focus and a lot of thoughts, a lot of planning almost put into this, because you have to plant the seeds, guys. You have to sow the pentacles in the earth for them to grow, for them to bring fruition into life. Okay. And that includes the Tower, like that includes planting those pentacles so that and acknowledge, okay, this tower has to come down. The way that it has been is not the way that it is. It can go from here. There has to be a change within this. Okay. All right. Energy of the past influence here. What is the energy of the past influence? Was action. The movement here. Okay, something has changed. The energy of the past influence in this situation is the action, is the movement. It's probably been something that you have put into motion. And it could be something that, it was. Look, the Fool. It was something that you set on fire. You opened yourself up to, and you said, I'm going forward from here. You accepted this new journey. Okay? And with openness, with full-heartedness. That's what the Fool is all about. The Fool is all about accepting the open-hearted journey and going forward, with enthusiasm, with Spirit's guidance. Like, she's just trust falling here. She really is. She's trust falling, and you took those steps. Okay? The action, you took those steps. As a past influence, that's an amazing past influence to have, because you began the journey. You began the process. All right, what are the approaching influences here, Spirit? What are the approaching influences here? The energy of the approaching influences is attachment in reverse. Attachment in reverse. Something that you have been chained to has been released, There has been this breaking free of what has changed you, and whether that came with the Lion's Gate as well. Like, I feel like there was a lot that came with the Lion's Gate here. Wow. Okay. So the Temperance, this releasing of the attachment was the Temperance. It was the patience. Okay. It was the understanding that you had the power within your hands to create the balance that you wanted to create. Okay. You own this. You own that releasing of attachment. You acknowledge that you were attached to it, and you said, no more. Not today. For now, I am balanced. Okay? You learned patience. You became patience. Within that, you became your own emperor. Within that, you became the powerhouse here. Okay? You took charge of your world, and you said, or as this approaching influence comes, this acknowledgement, this freedom from what has attached you. In doing that, you empowered yourself, and you became this new you. Can you not be on me? Thank you. The Nine of Wands, absolutely. Look at that. The Emperor and the Nine of Wands. Okay? You have overcome so many cycles, my air sign friends. Okay? There has been so much hard growth that has been put into this 2020 year, okay? But you are there. You have learned the patience. You have become this emperor, okay? You have fought out these cycles, and at the end of it all, you are this calm King of Wands, sure in yourself, okay? On fire, the spiritual being of the spiritual being of just that solid kind of place, okay? This is you. Or it will be. It will be you. This is the approaching influence, right? It's as though that light, the Seven of Wands, you found your light. Guys, it's there. It's inside you. The power is within inside you. Fuck the haters. How many times do I say that, right? Like these wands spewing all their evil shit down here. They do not stand a fighting chance against your powerhoused solar plex here. Okay? And spirits like infused kind of love in your life. Trust him. Know that you are the King of Wands. You are the Emperor. You have completed those 9 cycles, right? And then begin again. Open your heart up, okay? This is not a point of closing off, okay? This woman here, yes, okay, she's solid within her own. But the Page of Cups behind that is saying, but you don't need to be closed off. You must, in order for this cycle to really, in order for you to fully release that attachment, part of that is still being able to love. Part of that is still being able to be open and excited and allow for the Page of Cups. Allow for new love. Allow for new opportunities, new excitement, right? To continue to grow more, right? The seeds are planted here. You have put what it is. You've put all this work into growing, into changing your life, into becoming who you are now as this, new person, as the August 2020 you, right? The after the Lion's Gate, of 2020, because 2020 wasn't crazy enough. This attachment, you have broken it. And that attachment's going to be different for all of us. It's going to be fears. It's going to be doubts. It's going to be, relationships, work situations, like just thought patterns. That attachment is going to reflect individually in each of our lives. And that approaching influence is that you have the power here to overcome this. You have the acknowledgement that you can balance it out within your hands. You are the Emperor and the King of Wands. You are the powerhouse of your own life. Okay, you do not need a knight in shining armor to come in here and save you. You do not need people to protect you because you protect yourself. With spirit, you have co-created this solid place of going forward now and knowing that, like, okay, I am solid within myself here. All right, let's do 3 steps here. What are the 3 steps? What's step 1 here? Step 1 to move forward in these next 2 weeks. Step 1 here, Spirit. Step 1. Step 1, the 6 of Cups, the reflection. Okay? Take time to reflect. And it's important to take time to reflect and actually look at the good things that have come in our lives. Look at the things that we have grown from. Look at the things that, it has taken to get us here. But how we have grown as a human through that whole process. How we have grown in our own spiritual self and emotional self and mental self and physical self, But how we have grown. That is important. And sometimes our journeys have not been easy, but it is so important and validating to be able to just acknowledge that, okay, yes, but I have grown so much from where I started. Okay. Step 2, the Knight of Swords. Okay. There's movement here. Spirit is moving this. Spirit is guiding this ship, and things might speed up. Things could start to speed up. The Knight of Swords he's the fastest moving knight that there is, right? And things could very likely start to speed up. But trust it. Trust Spirit. Trust Spirit's guidance. Like this guy is just chasing the crow here, right? Trust Spirit's guidance here, because Spirit is moving you. Spirit is moving this ship. Step 3. Step 3 here. The 10 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, yes. The 10 of Wands. Yes, okay. The burdens may have been very heavy and these cycles may have been a lot to complete. And maybe you aren't even to that final point yet, but you're so damn close. Okay? This cycle, acknowledge that here it is and this is what needs to be done to finish it, to heal it. Okay? There is still work to be done to complete this cycle of of healing here. And there is work to be done even after that, right? Our jobs are never done here. Our lessons are never completely learned. It's not like one day we wake up and we're like, oh yeah, by the way, you passed the whole course, so the rest of it's just going to be great. No. No, that's not how it goes. We always have something new to learn. Our souls are here to constantly be evolutionizing themselves and growing. Like that is just our purpose within our entire lifespans. Like not even just within this life, but our humanly experiences for our souls to come here and to learn lessons, so that when we are here, we must continually to learn these lessons. And yes, this 10 of Wands is saying that, okay, there has been cycles that have been really heavy and they've been hard and they've been tough to complete, but you are right on the brink. You are in that last 100 meters and you're so damn close to finishing. Okay. And then there's that need to sit. There's that need to kind of do the inventory and be like, okay, this is what has come from this. This is where I am now, and this is where I'm going forward. I know these steps now, and I know these lessons, and as I go forward, I'm going to apply them into my life because I'm moving. I'm going forward, right? All right. Let's see the outcome here. The outcome for the next 2 weeks here. The outcome for the air signs for the next 2 weeks here, Spirit. If they follow step 1 to 3. Ace of Cups again. Okay, this opportunity is for you. Spirit has given you the Cup, guys, and the Magician. You have the power to change it. You have the power to create and manifest and do whatever it is you want with this Ace of Cups, whether it's love, whether it's work, whether it's creativity. Okay, this Ace of Cups, this opportunity is going to be different for all of us. But let me tell you, the power is within each one of us. As this cup has been given to you by the higher, just for you. This cup is a cup that Spirit has given just for you. You have the power within you to use it. You have all of the knowledge, all of the abilities, whatever it is that you need, to make this cup prosperous or to make this cup fulfilling. It is within you. Okay, that is what this is. This is your promise that the opportunity is here. You will see this change in the next few weeks. When you open your heart up to this and you embrace that, okay, what is for me is going to be for me because I have the power within my hands. Okay? That's your outcome there, friends. Be bold and make the first move. Okay? Be bold and make the first move. The cardinal moon. And let's get an angels and an ancestors too to finish this out. Be bold and make the first moon. Which is funny because the cardinal moon that's an us moon, actually. That is a moon. We are a cardinal sign. The high priest, intend and create. Okay, and the high priest is talking all about when you set your intentions and you set those intentions, and they're pure intentions. They're intentions to serve the highest good. They're not selfish intentions. There's not intentions to harm. They are intentions of the highest good. Okay, when you set those intentions and you step out to co-create with Spirit here and say, look, these are the intentions that I am setting forward. This is the healing. This is the positive energy. This is how I intend to contribute back to the universe. That is how you ultimately that is how Spirit's like, yes, okay, we can co-create together because those are good, positive, pure intentions, kid. Those are going to serve the whole, right? And that's ultimately what Spirit is after. Spirit is after us to really, for us to really co-create with Him in a way that will best serve the whole. It's funny. So the air guardian actually was on the bottom of that. The ancestors, the angels and the ancestors deck, the air guardian, and it is shift your perception. And I feel like I'm going to read this one just because I have never gotten the air guardian. And it's kind of funny that this is an air sign reading and she came out. So I feel like she should be read. The air guardian. Isn't she beautiful too? Can See that? The air guardian. Change the way you think and you will change your whole reality. The air guardian represents the angels of the air element. Traditionally, air is all about thought, thinking, and everything that's happening in the mind. So when these angels can help you overcome any thoughts that have come back to haunt you from the past and to see the world more clearly, they are guiding you to change the way you think about certain situations, as this could be standing between you and greatness. When this card arises, it's an opportunity to learn about your way of thinking. You are being guided to recognize that not all you see is exactly the way you see it. Sometimes the mind can play games, and sometimes our perceptions can be wrong. If you are being challenged or feel that there's a lack of clarity in direction in your life at this moment, there's a good chance that the way you are thinking or what you are focused on has a lot to do with that reality. You are being guided to open your eyes and your mind. Go beyond any limits you have set for yourself and recognize that the way you see the world is how you will experience the world. Opportunities are moving in your direction, but they will only open up for you if you are ready to do the internal work to support them. Holy fuck. Wow. Absolutely. Well, air signs, that was a beautiful card to finish on. Change the way you think and you will change your whole reality. All right. We are going to pull, we're going to pull an untethered as kind of the last going. That which is blocked and buried within you forms the root of fear, and fear is caused by blockages in your energy. That which is blocked and buried within you forms the root of fear, and fear is caused by blockages in your energy. Don't let fear be what stands in the way of this healing, guys. There is growth. There is huge change here to be had, air signs. But you must open yourself up to that. You must make the big change here. You must make that conscious decision that, you know what, this is going to be hard. Addressing this root chakra, addressing these issues that lay deep down within inside of me, they are going to be a challenge, but it's something that I'm going to do. It's something that I'm going to put the work in for because I want to focus on it, right? Like that thinking man. The focus is there to change, to rebuild, to grow, guys. Wow. All right, air signs. Well, that was a beautiful reading. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye now.